And the thing is, I know that youth don't read. They're not about to open this book up and go through almost 500 pages. They're not going to do it. So we live in a social media age where everything is provided for the youth. So I have to, and I mean, it doesn't hurt. I needed to read the book myself. So what I'm doing is going through, read the books, break them down, and explain them in a way that makes sense from my perspective, honestly. Another reason why I'm doing it is as I was going through YouTube and I was looking for a good review for the autobiography of Malcolm X, I didn't find anybody that looked like me or that looked like Malcolm. And even the ones that did, and including the ones that didn't, I didn't feel like they gave a good review of the book. I don't think this is a book review you can do in under 10 minutes. So if you are giving a book review, if anybody's giving a book review for this in under 10 minutes, you're not doing the book justice, and you're not doing our ancestor El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. You're not doing him justice either. So that was my goal. And you can look at my videos on Malcolm X to understand the strategy of what I'm trying to do. But just to give people as well as myself, because part of the reason why I'm doing this is for myself in the future. I like to look back at my own videos. It's like a blog. Also want to leave something behind for my children. You know, the previous generation did diaries. I think, you know, video blogs or vlogs would be a good way of me talking to my children in the next generation. But it'd be direct. They can see me. They can hear my voice. They can know exactly what I said. So, but back to the books. So Malcolm X was the first book that I wanted to read. The next book that I'm reading, I'm working on now. I've already got 3 chapters. Well, I think 2 or 3 chapters written down. Haven't made any videos yet. Got to keep working on it. But the next book will be Up From Slavery, Booker T. Washington. Following that, I got a couple options following that one. One that I will not do a review of is Message to the People, Marcus Garvey. This is a class that it's a book that was written from teachings of Marcus Garvey. He taught his best students, but it's a private information only for certain people. So I'm not going to do a review of this book. One book that I may do a review of that would replace that one, probably I think I am going to do a review of this one. Race First, Tony Martin, basically gives a full breakdown, well, the best breakdown that we know of the Garvey movement and the successes and failures of the Garvey movement. So this will probably be a good one that I'm going to break down. While we're on Garvey, while we're on Garvey, selected writings and speeches of Marcus Garvey. I'm probably not going to do a breakdown of this one because it's just doesn't seem feasible, but I'll do my best. I'll read the speeches and try to give the highlights of the speeches. So that's Garvey. That's my, honestly, that's my, you know, as you can see, my role model for right now. I'll get into it more when I do the breakdown of the autobiography of Malcolm X, but personally, I believe Malcolm X was a Garveyite. So I'm just trying to finish the legacy of Malcolm X as well as the legacy of Marcus Messiah Garvey. Other books that we got to read. While I was reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, I think it's chapter 10, he talked about opening a mosque in Atlanta. And that mosque is actually about 5 minutes from my house. Another book that I'm reading, Message to the Black Man, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So when I read that chapter in the book, it promoted me to go to the mosque. I had never been to the mosque. I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam, but I do support the Nation of Islam. I do think that they're doing work that no other black organization is doing in the world as far as cleaning up the black man of America specifically, but black man in the world in general. So a lot of respect for Nation of Islam. I didn't bring those other books, but it don't matter. So continuing on, one other book, I'm not going to do a review of this one, but this is a good book. Anyone pick up. The Teachings of Ptah the oldest teachings in the world, or something like that. Yeah, oldest book in the world by Asa Hilliard. This is probably the first